place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace now offers free assembly and free delivery, so it's never been easier to get a great grill for your family, like a Weber gas grill, a Traeger wood pellet grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. Only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block. What you need in stock, with people who know their grills.
This is Brad from Gibson Ace Hardware in Clinton, Illinois. Stop in to see us, the helpful place at 114 North Madison Street, Clinton.
See participating store for details.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4-lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Scott Baum here from Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton. Search our big selection of pre-owned cars and trucks by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Dr. Bradley Grant here from Midstate Eye in Clinton. Protect your eyes from UV rays during outdoor activities with prescription or non-prescription sunglasses. Call us for an appointment by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Are you a good listener? Has anyone ever accused you of being a problem solver? Do you get a thrill out of having people say yes to you? If so, the Miller Media Group would like to talk to you. Here at the Miller Media Group, we have a ton of fun helping businesses grow, and we could use some more help. So if you or someone you know has marketing and advertising experience or any of the previously mentioned skills and wants the opportunity to earn with commissions over $50,000 a year, send your resume to sales@randyradio.com. That's sales@randyradio.com. The Miller Media Group is an equal opportunity employer.
News time is 8 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. Thanks for being with us this morning. Get from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast streaming to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. There's still time to be a part of the Kenney Fire Department's Good Friday Blood Drive. The annual event welcomes Impact Life to the fold this year. Jim Watts with Impact Life stresses when you donate through their organization, your blood donation stays local.
We at Impact Life, we are a community blood center that services the local hospital. So that's the real important difference here, is that when someone donates blood with us, they're able to help with a local blood supply. So when you donate blood, you could very well be helping someone in your family, a neighbor, and you don't even know it, or perhaps it's someone you never even know. But the important thing is that blood is staying local. And talking about some of the things that the Kenney Fire Department does, these guys have been absolutely amazing to work with, knocking it out of the park here. We work with a lot of groups, and we have a lot of really, really good groups that we work with. But this is probably one of the smallest communities we work with, and this is the largest blood drive that we have.
According to Watts, the process of giving blood looks a lot like it has in years past. He explains there will be a questionnaire that needs to be completed to give blood, and it can be done online ahead of your donation. He stresses, though, it can only be done on the day of your donation.
The overall experience should be pretty much the same. The steps may be a little bit different, but when you walk in, we're going to have folks at the front door greeting you. We're then going to get you registered. So we'll take your photo ID, get you into our system, have you answer a series of those medical questions that you would have before. We're going to go through that mini physical, make sure your blood pressure, iron, all those things are good to go. And then we're going to get you over to the bed. So whether you're doing a double red or a whole blood, we'll get you onto that process. Overall, that process is the same. And of course, don't forget the snacks at the end. Troy, I think you're going to talk about this, but you can do those questions in advance, and you can do those at bloodcenter.org/earlyq. So that is one big difference, is you'll have to make sure that you do our questions in advance at Impact Life. It really does. It can save 10, 15 minutes at the blood drive if you already have those questions ready. Of course, the important thing is once you do those questions that you get that screenshot of that QR code or send that QR code to your email address, because unfortunately, if you don't do that and come to the firehouse, you'll have to do those questions.
Gary Coles, or KC, with the Kenney Fire Department outlines the many health benefits of giving blood. He calls it a mini physical.
It's the blood draw, of course, and they check it. They're going to check your pulse, your blood pressure, your body temperature, your hemoglobin. You get blood typed. It can give you underlying conditions that you don't know that you really have. I mean, it may bring things to light that you're not used to. People who run with high iron, the way you control high iron when you have high iron in your blood is you have to have a phlebotomist, I'm about to mess that word up, come and draw blood. Well, that's the same thing as donating blood. And then that blood goes as a benefit to another person.
Sure.
And one donation can save up to 3 lives. And the thing with Impact Life that actually drew me to them as being a first responders, we deal with a lot of trauma. And one trauma patient in a car accident can take up to 100 units of blood, which is a lot. And the thing about Impact Life is locally, if say a hospital in Bloomington or Peoria or something like that has something like that where they have a major trauma, they contact Impact Life and they can actually get the blood to them very quick. I mean, seconds count in what we do. It really does.
Right.
And that's the big reason I like Impact Life, because everything stays local.
Get more information about donating blood on Good Friday, April 7th by finding the Kenney Fire Department on Facebook. The drive is 11:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Kenney Fire Station. Macon County CASA has a new executive director. The nonprofit has been in DeWitt County for a little over a year, and Blaine Smith told Regional Radio on the WHOW Morning Show Monday, caring for children is something she's very passionate about.
I've always worked with children. I worked at a not-for-profit in Decatur for about 7 years, working as a director of children's services, working with children with disabilities. And in the pandemic, well, go back a little bit. I became a foster parent in 2017.
Okay.
And kind of saw the need of the kids in our community.
Yeah.
And then in the pandemic, I was given the opportunity to go back and finish my master's, and I went to child and family studies, and I knew that this is where I was wanting to go.
For Smith, she hopes to see Macon County CASA grow to the point they have enough volunteers to cover nearly every child in their program in DeWitt County. If things go well and there's continuity within the organization, she would like to see expansion.
This is something I'm incredibly passionate about. I would love to see CASA grow. I see what we have done in Macon County. I see that I see the impact. I get to see the stories. I get to hear them. And not everybody gets to do that. So I want to be able to grow in what we are doing.
Sure.
We don't currently serve every single child in Macon County either. So I would like to first look at DeWitt and Macon County and be able to serve those children. And then honestly, if the capacity is there and the ability is there and we can keep staff and keep the volunteer numbers high, I would love to see a further expansion.
Smith will be at the Thursday Clinton Chamber of Commerce Business Expo at Clinton High School. She hopes to meet community members and existing volunteers there. If you cannot make the expo but would like to find out more about Macon County CASA, visit maconcountycasa.org or call 217-428-8424. USDA Rural Development State Director Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan is reminding about value-added producer grants.
I wanted to make sure that folks know that this application is open. The value-added producer grant is an oldie but a goodie for rural development. It helps agricultural producers enter value-added activities to generate new products, create and expand marketing opportunities, and increase producer income.
You get more information at rd.usda.gov/IL. As we head towards the spring holiday season, what is the latest on the egg price front? Gary Crawford has this report. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. A look at local sports comes your way next. Clinton High School girls softball in Tennessee for spring break. They wrapped up a 4-game slate yesterday in Tennessee. They'll return home later this week for the Central Illinois Conference softball opener on Wednesday. Hear that action right here on WHOW. Monticello baseball in Lincoln yesterday. Blue Ridge hosted Westville in softball action.
Hi there. I'm here to tell you a little about this new program called Safe to Help Illinois. Maybe you know somebody who's being bullied, or worse, thinking about hurting themselves or others. If you don't feel safe telling an adult about the things that are happening around you, check out Safe to Help.
Safe to Help is not about snitching or getting someone in trouble. It's about helping one another out.
You can call, you can text.
You can download the free mobile app, and it's all over social media.
So what do you say? Let's give it a try.
Brought to you by IEMA.
You're invited to attend the Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce Business Expo, taking place this Thursday afternoon from 4 till 7 at the Clinton Senior High School. Macon County CASA, also serving DeWitt County, will be there with a booth. They invite you to stop by and find out about their 21st Playhouse raffle fundraiser and also about their volunteers and volunteer training. That's this Thursday afternoon from 4 till 7 at Clinton Senior High. The Clinton Chamber Business Expo. Come to the booth, the Macon County CASA, also serving DeWitt County.
Hey, this is Todd Gleason from Illinois Extension here with a time change for our daily market report on WHOW. You can now catch our daily review of the commodity markets at 5:06 on all of WHOW's many platforms. You'll still hear all of our commodity analysts and weather professionals each afternoon, but at a brand new time. And you'll still hear the weekly wrap-up of the commodity markets right here on WHOW when Commodity Week airs Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. Remember the time change for the daily closing market report on WHOW at our new time, 5:06 p.m. weekdays.
Let's swing open the farm gate together every day on WHOW. I'm Stu Ellis, your host of the long-running agriculture feature called The Farm Gate. I bring the latest news and information on where agriculture is and where it's going to WHOW Ag listeners several times a day. From tariffs to treaties, from the Board of Trade to the running board on your truck, I cover Central Illinois agriculture every day on The Farm Gate. Hear it all on WHOW's many platforms, on the radio or online. Join me, Stu Ellis, for The Farm Gate.
With SRN Sports, I'm Jim Bartow. In the NBA, Dallas defeated Indiana 127-104. It was New York 137, Houston 115. Phoenix gets past Utah 117-103. Milwaukee defeated Detroit 126-117. The Nuggets knock off the shorthanded 76ers 116-111. New Orleans pounds Portland 124-90. Minnesota 119, Sacramento 115, and the Clippers over Chicago 124-112. In the NHL, Ottawa 5-2 winners over Florida. A shootout victory for Montreal over Buffalo 4-3. It was the New York Islanders 5, New Jersey 1, Minnesota 5-1 winners over Seattle. Nathan McKinnon had a goal and an assist in his 700th NHL game, and the Colorado Avalanche won their third straight, defeating the Anaheim Ducks 5-1. Edmonton 5-4 winners over Arizona. This is SRN Sports. The field for the 2023 Women's NCAA Tournament Final Four is officially set.
South Carolina and Virginia Tech have advanced to the NCAA Women's Final Four. Aaliyah Boston's 22 points and 10 rebounds carried the Gamecocks past Maryland, 86-75. The Hokies were 84-74 winners over Ohio State as Elizabeth Kitley furnished 25 points and 12 boards. I'm Dave Ferry.
South Carolina will face Iowa in one semifinal. LSU will play Virginia Tech in the other matchup Friday night. Dallas will host the national semifinals this weekend, as well as the Division II and Division III championship games. Rewarding Rodney Terry with a promotion is no surprise. Texas on Monday named Terry as full-time head basketball coach, removing the interim tag after he led the Longhorns to the Elite Eight following the midseason firing of Chris Beard. The school has scheduled a news conference today to introduce him as the head coach going forward. This is SRN Sports.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. The Clinton Lady Maroons split another pair of softball games on its spring break trip to Tennessee Monday. Clinton won the opener over Sachs from Alabama 14-6. Sarah Mills paced the Lady Maroons offense, going 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Heidi Humble was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and scored 3 runs. Maggie Martin drove in 2 with a double. Ariana Humes, Kate Goebel, and Humble tripled for Clinton. Olivia Haynes threw 2 innings of 2-run ball with a pair of walks and a strikeout in circle. Annalise Thompson finished the final 3 frames, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with 2 walks and no strikeouts. In the second game, Highland from Indiana toppled Clinton 9-1. Heidi Humble drove in the lone run for Clinton. Brooke Reeves, Humble, and Kylie Isaac recorded the only hits for the Lady Maroons. Clinton returns home Wednesday to host Sullivan in the Central Illinois Conference opener at 4:30 p.m. Hear the game on WHOW and its many digital platforms. Jack Buckaloo struck out 8 over 6 sharp innings. Colton Vance delivered a game-breaking bases-clearing double in the top of the 7th inning, and Monticello got by Lincoln 8-1 in non-conference high school boys baseball action from Lincoln Monday afternoon. Buckaloo mowed through the Lincoln lineup, and the Sages bats came alive with a pair of runs in the 3rd and 5th innings to go up 4-1. Buckaloo also was 3 for 4 at the plate with a pair of RBIs, and Biniam Linhart finished 2 for 4 with a pair of runs. Monticello moves to 3-1 on the season. They will host Champaign Central Wednesday afternoon. Hear the game on 95.9 FM WEZC and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. Westville toppled Blue Ridge 11-0 in non-conference high school girls softball Monday afternoon from Farmer City. Abby Sebeleski struck out 15 over 6 hitless innings for the Tigers. Blue Ridge did not have a single base runner. Blue Ridge is 0-3 on the season. They travel to DMAC this afternoon for non-conference high school softball action. Nicholas Batum got all of his season-high 24 points on 8 3-pointers. Eric Gordon scored 22 points, and the LA Clippers comfortable 124-112 victory over the Bulls on Monday night. Kawhi Leonard had 22 as the Clippers rebounded from an embarrassing loss to New Orleans with 23 pointers in an impressive outside shooting display led by Batum. The Frenchman replaced ailing Marcus Morris in the starting lineup and produced a spectacular game from the perimeter, hitting 8 of his first 9 3-point attempts as LA ran away in the first 3 quarters. Russell Westbrook added 12 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds. The Clippers finished with a season-high 41 assists, topping 40 in a game for the first time since January 2015. LA kept hold of 5th place in the Western Conference standings and moved a half game behind 4th place Phoenix. Zach LaVine scored 23 points. Nikola Vucevic had 20 and 8 rebounds for the Bulls, who followed up an impressive win over the Lakers on Sunday with a dud. DeMar DeRozan had 21 points and 7 assists in his hometown, but Chicago lost for the 3rd time in 10 games and missed a chance to pull even with Toronto and Atlanta for 8th place in the Eastern Conference. The Bulls will host the Lakers on Wednesday. Green Bay Packers GM Brian Gutekunst says he is not requiring a first-round pick in a potential trade in sending his 4-time MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets, but added he'd want fair value. Gutekunst was asked Monday at the NFL annual meeting if there was any way in which he could feel comfortable trading Rodgers without getting a first-round pick in return. Gutekunst and Jets GM Joe Douglas both discussed trade talks involving the 39-year-old Rodgers, who said March 15th in an appearance on the Pat McAfee Show on SiriusXM and YouTube that he intends to play for the Jets in 2023. Rodgers, though, remains under contract with Green Bay, but has said he wanted the Packers to do the right thing. Gutekunst says that hopefully they can come to an agreement sooner than later, but did note he could afford to wait until May or June to make a trade if necessary. Gutekunst also says he tried unsuccessfully to speak with Rodgers on multiple occasions this offseason before the quarterback's representatives told the 4-time MVP was requesting a trade. Rogers and Gutekunst met shortly after the Packers season ended with a 2016 loss to the Detroit Lions, which snapped the Packers' string of three straight playoff appearances. Gutekunst also noted they plan to have follow-up conversations. A trade of Rodgers would clear the way for 2020 first-round pick Jordan Love to take over as Green Bay's starting quarterback. Get sports anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Farmer Amaranth. 4 counts of yield theft, resistance to groups 2, 4, 9.
You ain't got nothing on me, man.
We've been surveilling you. And now we've got Tough 5EC, a tank mix partner that'll make sure you and your gang of resistant weeds never see the daylight again.
Crack down on repeat offenders. Add Tough 5EC to your post-emergence tank mix. Learn more at toughnweeds.com. Always read and follow label directions. Tough is a registered trademark of Belgium Crop Protection.
Your local Pekin Insurance Agency, the Peterson Insurance Agency in Clinton, works hard to find the right auto, home, business, and life insurance for you. Contact them today to set protection plans for your present and future. Learn more about their coverages at PekinInsurance.com or ask your agent for more details. Pekin Insurance is rated superior for personal lines claim service by Ward Group and goes beyond the expected for you. Stop by the Peterson Insurance Agency booth at this Thursday's Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce Business Expo at the high school from 4 till 7.
Allergy season is here, and our Warner Hospital and Health Services walk-in clinic inside our family medicine is here to help. No appointment, no problem. Find out more by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
ServPro of Piatt DeWitt Counties is the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction for fire and water restoration. Find out all the services they provide by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
I'm Len Casper, the voice